A beautiful morning to you and welcome to the Newspaper Review right here at Prime Media TV. I am Ayo, bringing you the Newspaper Review for today. And as always, I have quite a number of headlines to be reviewed with you today. But before we dive into that conversation, it's been raining for the past 5 hours in Lagos. For the Lagosians that are currently watching us, we hope you are safe. And we also hope that the last 5 hours rain has not destroyed a lot of things, because last week when it rained exactly on the same day like this, the Lagos State government were saying it was flash flood. We hope that they would not have another name to give it this time around. And as you can see, that is why I am wearing what I am wearing, because the rain is not from this part of the world. But then, to eat up the rain, we have a beautiful headline to be reviewed with you today. And the headline says House of Reps in heated argument with Tinubu's minister over corruption allegations. So a tense confrontation unfolded on Tuesday afternoon as the House of Representative Committee on Women Affairs and Social Development, led by Kafilat Ogbara, engaged in a heated debate with Minister of Women Affairs Uju Kennedy Ohaneye. So very quickly, we'll be looking at the video of this. We'll listen to the banter between the Minister of Women Affairs and Kafilat Ogbara over alleged corruption. Let's have the video.
Your team, Mr. DFA, I'm at a loss because fortunately I attended the last meeting, and one of the reasons why we took you on oath was to get the truth from you. And today you have deviated. You have deviated because you did say, yes, there was release of money, and you take instruction from principal. And there and then, I confronted permanent secretary. He said he was not in the known. And I still making my statement that you are running the ministry with your minister. Both of you will be
I take exception.
Please don't interrupt, honorable member. Don't interrupt.
Don't
interrupt, honorable member. Please let her finish.
I am not
Stop interrupting, honorable member.
She should.
Honorable minister, calm down. Honorable minister, calm down. Honorable minister, calm down.
Repeating what I said. I confronted the permanent secretary and the DFA last week Thursday. I'm still alive talking. You did say it's what they approved to you. I said, Mr. Pamsek, what happened? You are not in the known. I said, look, I was twice commissioner in my state, and the accounting officer is the permanent secretary. Please, you people should work with the permanent secretary. Didn't I say so, Mr. DFA? I am still saying it because from the revelations, what's coming out is one-man show. One-man show you people are doing two-man show.
Can I talk to you?
We will call you when you have to call. Just calm down. Don't worry. You will talk. You will have your time. You will have your time. Honorable minister, you will have your time. You will have your time.
Yes, no fairness here. It's a trap. It's a trap, but I'm not going to jump into it.
Thank you, Chairperson.
I will not jump into the trap.
Please,
Chairperson,
honorable
thank
minister,
you.
I
please.
fear nothing. I've stolen nothing.
Honorable minister, you will have your time to talk.
Tampered with anything. That's why I don't fear anybody. I'm not
Honorable
fearing.
Minister, Honorable
Please,
Minister.
honorable minister, we are
Honorable
working
Minister.
with records. We are working
Honorable
with
Minister.
records. We are working with records.
Contracts. On the issue of the contract, even the ones given while I was there, they have not been paid. Yes, they have not been paid. So there is no partiality here except that we are underfunded. We don't have money. They have not been paid. That's why we moved the ongoing project to this year's budget so that they will be able to pay them.
He had summoned the minister to address allegations of corruption and alleged diversion of 1.5 billion naira meant for contractors' payments. And just last night on Arise TV, the Minister of Women Affairs was invited for an interview to ask her a question on these allegations, but then she denied it blatantly. But then, contrary to all these things that we are looking at, there are statements that she made last night that has left Nigerians wondering what this woman meant by those statements. Let's have the video.
have changed, and she has to join the wagon.
What's the narrative now?
The narrative now is that we women should focus on how we uplift ourselves. I am not ready to say that here. I'm sorry. What I said is that I will make sure, I'm assuring Nigerians that she will learn how to behave better. And we will help her re-navigate her to the new narratives. How I will do that, I will not say it here. Nobody will take what she said seriously. I've not seen petitions against me. And again, if she had a lot of petitions against me, any normal person will first of all carry out an investigation. And when investigations are being carried out, it's somebody supposed to come out on TV to talk about it. So I want you to be the judge. But I am not, like I said, I will not say anything, but I'm assuring Nigerians that I will re-navigate her.
Have you been?
So she said she will not answer certain questions when she was asked about the allegations, and when she was asked if the party has reached out to her on this allegation, she said nobody will take Kafilat seriously. And it is making us to wonder, like, oh, people will misbehave in this part of the world, and just because they know that they will not be questioned, they would go ahead and do whatever they feel like saying. And also, she's made mention of something that she wouldn't do anything that, for her, the women should not be fighting against women. According to her, she said she would make Kafilat join the bandwagon, that she would make Kafilat join them in whatever it is that they are doing. And it has raised a lot of questions in the heart of Nigerian, because never for once, never in that video did she make mention of the allegation. She did not even talk about the 1.5 billion naira that was diverted into, that was not paid to the construction. And it is making us to call the ministers of women affairs out. I mean, 2 weeks ago, it is this same ministers for women affairs that was asked the amount of money that is to be the money they are getting from World Bank, the people that this money would reach out to. She's mentioned that 6 states will benefit from that loan that will be disbursed by World Bank, and on the long run, we discovered that the loan was not disbursed, and she was asked to give the names of people, the names of the states that will be a beneficiary to what to the money that World Bank would disburse to them. And she could not give word for word count of the number of states that will benefit from it. All she said is that the most important thing is that the money will go round. I can't tell that, she couldn't tell the number of states that will benefit for it. And this is, over time, the Minister of Women Affairs has been having there has been a lot of backlash on her, on embezzlement of money and all of that. And we think that it is high time that this woman is called to order. And this also brings us back to the conversation on immunity, because most of these ministers, immunity covers them as long as they are still in office. And by the time they leave the office, they must have covered up their tracks to the point that they will not be able to, you can't track them, you can't get to track what is it that they have done. So it brings us to this conversation on immunity, because this woman knows that immunity covers her. That was how she made that statement. She said nobody will take her seriously. And for the fact that she made that statement, it has made a lot of Nigerians to take Kafilat seriously, that this is an allegation against you. You should own up to it. Explain how you have been able to spend this money. If the money was not paid to if the 1.5 billion naira was not paid to the construction people, who was this money paid to? If the money was not paid to anybody, where is the money? You see, she didn't own up to that. She was just going back and forth on what they were going to do against this woman who has made these allegations against her. So here is the conversation. As always, as she couldn't answer the question on the number of states that they will be benefiting from the money, the same thing goes to this allegation against her right now. And we hope that nothing will happen to this woman who has pointed her out to give account of how she was able to spend this 1.5 billion naira If it wasn't paid to the construction officers, where is the money? Who are the money with? Who should we be holding accountable? And from what she has said, it is showing us that the Minister of Women's Affairs are some people who are giving her backing. Because if there are no people giving her backing, she wouldn't be saying nobody will hold her responsible. She wouldn't be saying that nobody will question her. She wouldn't be saying nobody will take the other woman serious. This is 1.5 billion naira we are talking about. This is a money that is meant to serve a purpose, and this money was diverted. And with her reactions, with the way she was talking from the video that we had earlier, we can see that obviously this woman knows where the money is. She is intentionally not letting it out because she knows that immunity covers her, and she knows that nobody will pin her down. But for the fact that we've been able to lay hold on this video and a lot of people has been talking about it, it is high time the rights the people who are meant to make give do a follow-up on all that is happening, do a proper follow-up and ensure that the 1.5 billion naira comes out. If it was not paid, then let's have the money back. So here is the conversation. So for now, we'll take a pause here, and as soon as we get back, we'll dive into another conversation, another thing that will interest you, still on the recklessness of the Nigerian government. Let's go on a quick break, and as soon as we get back, we'll dive into another conversation.